Hey, a few weeks ago, we were talking about Project 25 and what would you do if you had $100 to spend. Well, today we're going to talk to James Wiley from UYC, and he had some students that took that challenge, and we're going to look at some schools that are actually doing something with that $100. Come check us out. Hey, welcome to the UYC show. We're so excited that you stopped by today. We are totally stoked about this episode. We've got some staff interviews we're doing, and today in the studio we have James. How you doing, man?
What up? I'm good.
Man, so glad you're here with us today.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How about this? How about tell us like how long you've been with UYC, and then maybe like how it went with your family coming on to UYC with us. Like, just give us a little brief rundown with that.
So I've been on staff with UYC for 7 years now. Prior to being on staff, I volunteered for 5 years. So I had like a 5-year job interview with UYC. Finally came on staff in 2013. I'm on staff in the Southeast San Diego area, so I oversee about 9 campus Bible clubs, and it's been a whole lot of fun.
Sweet.
And why do you have on a mask?
Oh, well, it's COVID-19, and like I always try to advertise, this is our UYC masking. If you need some masks, UYC's got them for you.
See, I'm feeling some type of way, though, because it wasn't on when you first started.
Oh, no, it's
not
not because
breath stink, or?
Breath is good. Everything's good.
I mean,
we're just trying to stay clean during the season.
Because I ain't got the Rona.
I ain't got the virus. So, and for those of you that do, we're not making fun of it. Like, it is serious, and we'll be praying for you guys for sure. But it's a real thing. So anyway, we're just glad that you came in here and you're to interview with us. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I know that you went from being a student to being a staff member. Can you tell me just in a brief way how those kind of steps, like FCA, like kind of mention some of that?
Yeah, so I began with FCA actually my senior year in high school. I gave my life to Christ in 11th grade, and then I found out a year later that there was an FCA club, really small club. The principal at Kearney Mesa High School, Mesa Ellard, he was my advisor for the FCA club. Small club, so did that my senior year, but then once I graduated, I got involved with Young Life. There's a guy on my block who was doing Young Life at the time, invited us to be a volunteer. Became a volunteer, that was in 2000. I became a volunteer for Young Life.
You're old, man.
Oh, yeah, man. And then I want to say 6 years later, I met Nate Landis through Jeremy Robinson, who was the area director for Young Life. And
so FCA, Young Life, UYC,
yep.
Similar, different, like how's that whole?
They're similar in the fact that they all do campus ministry. They're all different in their approach.
Okay.
Young Life is more of highly relational, having leaders connect with kids. UYC is more so let's bridge the gap between the churches and the schools.
Okay.
Let's bring the youth pastor on campus and try to make that connection.
Somebody else kind of doing the work.
Exactly. So they're different in that aspect, but they both do really good, solid ministry, and I've seen lives change through both organizations.
It's good partnerships. Like at UIC, like we're the C in UIC is collaboration. Like we're the Urban Youth Collaborative, so we can't do it by ourselves.
Yeah.
And like it would be foolish for anybody to think they can do it by themselves. I mean, we got millions of people in the city.
Yeah.
We've got hundreds of churches that need to get involved. So we just want to invite you to come be a part of the movement.
Yep.
We're trying to help connect churches to schools and be able to get the message of Jesus Christ out to campuses and let students lead the way. And so, well, cool. Thanks for that, man. How about this? Do you have a life verse, anything like that? I see you got like a tat on your arm that's got got like the gospel message.
Yeah.
Give me a life verse. What's something that like motivates you?
My life verse, since I gave my life to Christ, has been Philippians 1:6. Says, "He who has begun a good work in you will continue until the day of Christ." And that I don't know why that became my life verse early in my faith, but at Lincoln High School in 11th grade is when that became my life verse, not knowing that years later, God would bring me back full circle to doing youth ministry on that campus. So when that happened, looking in hindsight, I can see why God led me to like really like that verse. So yeah, that's my life verse.
That's cool. Solid, man. Solid. So now you're working with UYC.
Yep.
You mentioned 9 schools. Can you name those 9 schools in 3 seconds?
Yeah.
And Mark said go.
So we got Gompers High, Gompers Middle, Lincoln High School,
Time.
Tuesdays,
What are the other schools you got?
so we have Lincoln High School on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have O'Farrell High School, O'Farrell Middle School. We have Bell Middle School. We have Millennial Tech Middle School and Knox Middle School.
Wow, that's a mouthful. That's a lot of schools.
Yeah.
A lot of students at a lot of schools. So how does UIC look differently at those campuses? Just in a nutshell, like all those clubs look the same? Do you have like one cookie cutter cutout that you kind of do at all of them, or junior high school looks different? Demographics look different. Like how's that look?
So for the ones that because there are some schools that I run by myself because I haven't been able to connect a church partner yet. But
we're looking for church partners. So you want to connect to one of those schools?
Southeast San
we
Diego.
got you.
Yeah.
All right.
So those tend to look more so the same. But the churches or the schools I do have a church partner at, they all look different. All look very different.
Okay.
Like O'Farrell Middle School, for instance, we have a really cool group of 2 youth pastors from Bayview Church, right up the street. And they come in, they do games outside right in front of the classroom and get the kids engaged. Then they come in and they rock a lesson out, do pizza kind of at the end. So that's really fun for the kids.
Cool.
We have 2 Lincoln clubs with 2 different pastors. And both
They have
of
their own
those-
little flavor. Each one's got its own little what
they
you bring
all
to the table.
Yeah, they all look very different based on the pastor or the youth pastor style
Cool.
of ministry.
Well, let's move to Project 25. Like this segment's about interviewing
Yeah.
student directors that are directing students towards Project 25. In a nutshell, why is Project 25 important? And then we're going to jump into like your schools that are participating. So what's it mean to you, just in a sentence or two?
Project 25 is important because it teaches students how to serve and get outside of themselves for a second.
Okay.
And that's really important because that's what the gospel is. It's all about serving and giving of yourself to others. So Project 25 is very important because it teaches students to do just that. Get outside yourself and use your life to bless somebody else. So that's why I love Project 25 and
Cool.
what it does for students.
It's a little bit hard during this time. So how are you guys adjusting? How are your schools dealing with that? How many schools are doing Project 25 right now with you?
I have 6 schools doing Project 25.
6 schools are actively engaged.
Yeah.
We gave $100 out to these 50 schools for them to come up with the best way to implement the parable of the talents, about investing your talents and doing something with it. So how the 6 schools that you're doing, how's that all looking? Why don't you describe that for a second?
It's different for each school. It's been a bit of a challenge, especially at the middle school level. It's really hard to get in touch with the middle school kids. But thank God we're in touch with their advisors, so they can help lead the way. But I'm really excited about one project in particular, which is a collaboration between Lincoln High School, Farrell High School, and Gompers High School. For the first time, these schools have come together to do a project, and what they're doing is doing distant learning packages. So they raise money. They were able to raise $1,000 through a Facebook fundraiser.
Okay.
And so the next step is to purchase about 300 backpacks and fill those with school supplies, paper, pens, pencils, everything that the kids at home would need.
Are you guys still taking collections on that, or is that hemmed up?
Well, I mean, we can still. We're not actively taking collections because we reached our goal, but you can still donate.
Okay.
And we still are. We would love for you to donate to us because the more money we get, the more kids we can serve.
Hey, I would say for all of our places, I don't want to just highlight you and how other staff are going, hey, why does James get a prime spot on the cool UIC show? Hey, if you've got stuff that you want to donate and you've got families that you know that need, we're still collecting at UIC.
Yeah.
So we've got places, we've got churches, we've got schools. So like I said, that we're all coming together to try to help. And I think the needs are going to get greater over the next month or two because now the stimulus money's gone and people still aren't back to work. And so we're going to need some.
Donors, that's an important part. We definitely need donors to keep this rolling because we haven't stopped and we're not going to stop. It's a ministry that's going to continue to go, COVID or not. So we definitely need the support, financial support.
I like it. Can't stop, won't stop. That's good. So, easy. We don't got the camera work for all that. So distance learning, all those things. So that's awesome. So, well, as we kind of wind this segment down, what do you do in addition to UIC? You're pretty busy. You've worked with FCA. You've worked with Young Life. You're working with UIC. We still work with all those organizations. Yeah. And now I know there's something called Real Teens. Yeah. Why don't you just give us a blurb real quick about that and how that works together with what we do?
So Real Teens is a ministry that I started in 2018. The purpose of Real Teens is to be a safe haven of love, support, and fun for teenagers while promoting spiritual growth and service to the community. The overall goal of Real Teens is to build a teen center and to run ministry through through a teen center in Southeast San Diego. So it really complements both UYC, both Young Life, and any other ministry, because most of the ministries I've been involved with, they do campus ministry. Real Teens comes in as an off-campus ministry where the kids from campus can pour into this teen center and have one location where they can all, exactly. Just
almost like a church, but a church for kids, like where they know where to find a minister, they know where to find help, support, whatever they need. So, well, that's cool. We're all about supporting teen work and youth community work and stuff like that. So we'll keep on working towards those ends. So anything else as we wind down that you want to talk about? It's on your heart. Anything you just got to say? You got the whole world.
Man, I just want to encourage all you kids out there, especially you seniors. I want to encourage you because I know you've worked so hard to build up to this moment where you graduate, and I know it's been kind of cut off. And so I just want to encourage you to stay strong. Don't give up. We see you. We got you. We love you. We're in your corner, and we're looking forward to what God's going to do in your life in the future. This is going to work out for something bigger and better for you. So keep going. Stay motivated, and UYC got your back.
That's good. Hey, I'm not going to make promises on behalf of James, but I would venture to say that once this whole separation thing is lifted, I know there's a lot of seniors out there that didn't get prom, didn't get grad night, didn't get a diploma, didn't get a chance to walk. And I got to believe that we're going to have some churches that are going to try to provide something. So once we can all emerge from our hovels, we'll probably have some churches doing some events.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe if it's like a fake grad night, a fake prom. Like what if we put something on, had some churches do some stuff, and let everybody come and do a prom somewhere, just so that you guys don't lose all those experiences. So we are praying for you. We know it's hard. We know that everybody's just trying to get through it the best way we can. Let's keep on praying. There are some people that are sick. I talked to my friend yesterday in the military, and he's forwardly deployed, and COVID's in the base. And there's a number of the people in their base that have got it. So it still is serious. I know that we're finding out new information about how serious it is or not serious, but we're dealing with real life tragedy of people in our families and our churches that are getting it. Young people, it's not affecting you so much, but be sensitive. Don't just be out there, be crazy. They opened up the parks for a day. They opened up the beach for a day, and it looked like spring break, and then the cops had to shut it all down. Be smart. Don't post stuff on social media that you guys are all going to the beach together, because politicians are watching that too. So if you want to get back to the beach, play it low key, be stealthy, and we'll get back to normal as soon as we can. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, for me and James, for the UYC show, we just want to say thanks for stopping by. We're happy that you guys were able to be here for a couple of minutes. However you connect with us, do so. Whether that's commenting, subscribing, ringing the bell. Hey, you can even call us, text us, email us, check our website, do all that stuff. Our website's uyc.org. If you want to email us, you can email us at the podcast at uyc.org. So anyway, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yep.
And sorry about the mask.
Don't do it again.
God bless you guys. See you next week.